Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me. I hope you can hear me. Let me know somebody 5 by 5. I hope so. Anyway, look, man, we have a lot to talk about. Post market wrap up Tuesday, May 5th, 2025. Thank you. Thank you, Lava. Glad you're back and safe. All right, look, I'm just gonna sketch out here what's happened or what happened today with the stock market. It got hit again. Dow lower, S&P lower, Nasdaq lower on the back of the dollar, which is getting decimated again, lower. Okay, 10-year yield didn't do too much today. Cryptocurrencies flat. Gold took off. Silver took off. You're watching crude over 3% pretty much across the board. Why? Because Israel is hitting new targets in the Middle East with the help of the United States. More war, more death, more pain, more suffering in the name of peace. Make that one up. That's kind of what's going on here. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. As a matter of fact, I would have to say this is exactly what you expect. And they are not done, people. When I tell you they are not done, you have no idea what I mean. What we're witnessing here, the expansion of war, this new war, U.S. and Yemen, it's costing us hundreds of billions of dollars. Now going on 8 weeks, nearly devoid, in fact, completely missing from the mainstream media, from any media outlet at all. They're not covering it. Only 30%. I'm surprised that number is that high of the American people actually know that we are in a new war. That baked into this new $1.32 trillion spending bill is billions for Ukraine. And of course, we're supporting Israel as they strike new targets. And of course, that's going to put a little fire underneath crude oil, in case you're wondering why we got such a jump today. But what else did you expect? I mean, this is just the way it's going to go. And let me say this with regard to them not being done. As we all know, people, I mean, it's so obvious, and I hope you guys and girls are seeing what I'm talking about here, but liquidity is drying up. The system is nothing but a perpetual black hole, can never be filled. It's not meant to be filled. And this debt-based system here, which is a curse upon the world, a curse upon mankind. They need to find another reason. There has to be something else. Again, we have a new war. It's not enough. Billions baked into the spending bill. Of course, it's renamed something else. I want you to think about this. So this just drives me crazy. Okay, this mineral deal, fantastic deal. That's what Trump said with his fist in the air with Ukraine here. We're still waiting for a single trade deal. We're waiting for one. We're still waiting on Licknut. His deal that was done like a week and a half ago, nothing. It's gone, just vanished. You think we're going to hear about that? We're going to get let in on the big secret as to who this deal was with. You think maybe? I doubt it, because it's not real. But this mineral deal here, what this is going to allow to happen, I want you to think about what I'm about to say. And don't even take my word for this, please. Okay. So baked into the spending deal. Okay. So on credit, based on future profit, like mark to market, whatever comes out of this mineral deal, no one really knows what it is. But we're going to be supplying weapons, logistics to Ukraine to foster more war. This war was supposed to end in one day. Remember that? One stinking day? Yeah, a lot of talk, zero action. What else would you expect from a servant of the devil? But that's what we have here. Okay, I think we're all astute enough to recognize the incarnation. So we're going to be sending Ukraine weapons, logistical support, and whatever else they need on credit based on future profit potential from a percentage of the minerals. Well, does that not sound like a deal with the devil? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because that's exactly what it is. Let's just call it for what it is. Because if we can't call this stuff out, then again, we have failed. We have failed in our faith of truth. Sound about right to you, or am I being a bit harsh here? Let me know, because I want to hear from you. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Look at lava. Lava, she's got it. Love this woman. She's amazing. Scott, all my friends here. Joe, everyone's here. Alan, love you guys and girls. Thank you. Listen, so what I want to cover, really, you want to fix all this? It takes 7 seconds. 7 seconds. Now, if you guys can go subscribe to my newsletter, this is in your inbox right now. And just to make this easier for you, in the description of this video, I'm going to read through this here. You're free to agree. You're free to disagree. I would love to hear why I got it wrong, why I got it right. Let me know. But if you agree with what I've said here, and I think it's exceedingly hard for anybody, even someone wearing a red hat, okay, to disagree with what I'm saying here, okay? 2 things I'm going to ask you to do. Again, in the description of this video, link 1, it actually says link 1. That's a link to this. Link 2 is a link to whitehouse.gov. You can literally copy and paste this. Let's flood the White House with more of this message than they can possibly swallow. All right, let's just shove it and shove it and shove it right in their freaking face. Sound about right to you? Let me read this and you let me know what you think. 7 seconds. The greatest act of freedom in human history by yours truly. Gregory Mannarino is looking more like a lion every freaking day. In a world enslaved by invisible chains, it would take just 7 seconds. The time it takes to sign a name, or more specifically, for President Trump to sign his name, to shatter all of them, all of these invisible chains. A single stroke of a pen, one act, one law, already written, already passed, already real. The Gold Reserve Act of 1934. Does this sound familiar to you? Because I've only been screaming from rooftops about this, well, I guess since the inauguration. This act, this Gold Reserve Act of 1934, let's do a little background so you can understand. It was born in deceit, a law used to steal gold from the hands of people, a law that gutted the Constitution like it's being gutted today, centralized monetary power, and gave rise to a fiat empire built on endless debt. The Gold Reserve Act of 1934, combined with Executive Order 6102, effectively confiscated private gold ownership in the United States. Wow, this act didn't explicitly use the word confiscate. It required individuals to surrender their gold holdings to the government. Okay. However, what they never wanted you to know is this. Are you ready? Because this is the unadulterated, unfiltered truth. Okay. The Gold Reserve Act of 1934, it's this same act which holds the key to liberation, not just here in the United States, but liberation for the entire world that has been enslaved by these central banks and puppet leaders. Let's see if President Trump has guts, any at all, because to me, he's a worm. Let's move forward. Because within the Gold Reserve Act lies a power. President Trump, this is for you, buddy. Within the Gold Reserve Act lies a power so absolute, so devastating to the monetary overlords that has been buried under nearly a century of silence. Think about what I just said. We are now what? 2025, 1934? Yeah, pretty close to a century buried in there. Most people have no idea about the Gold Reserve Act of 1934. The President of the United States, yes, you, sir, Donald Trump, has the legal authority to revalue gold at will, monetize it, revalue gold at will, whatever he wants, not what he's talking about right now. Oh, let's make gold to spot price. Oh, okay, $3,000, really? And do what with it? Take the difference between the $42 that it's now valued at by statute, the U.S. Treasury, and now take the difference and buy Bitcoin. According to my poll here, 89% of you say we should be buying gold. But that's not what Trump wants. But if he had any guts, if he were not a worm, which he is a worm. He's insignificant because he serves the devil, okay, along with Musk as well, and his Baphomet suit, but it was just a costume, right? Well, this is what would save the world. Again, the president of the United States has the legal authority to revalue gold at will, monetize it, and back the U.S. dollar with it, bypassing the Federal Reserve entirely, not by new legislation, not by executive order, not by war, but by simply signing the authority back into use. It would take 7 seconds. And in those 7 seconds, the entire global financial system would change forever. What happens in the moment of 7 seconds? Let's delve deeply into the moment, okay? The US dollar is repegged to gold, real money, not debt. The Federal Reserve's power to issue currency from nothing is obliterated. Fiat inflation ends. The national debt shrinks overnight as gold is revalued, not buying Bitcoin, okay? The people's labor, your labor, regains value. Sound money returns and confidence is reborn. You think I got it right so far? Why don't we pause here? But the most profound effect is every freaking single central bank on earth will begin to collapse. Henceforth, why? The title of this video, 7 seconds, the greatest act of freedom in human history. Look how many people we have here right now. About 1,000. We should have 10,000. On a good day, I got 2,000. That's why this video, I'm counting on you to get it out there. I'm counting on you to share this video far and wide. I'm counting on you to give this video a thumbs up because you know something? I know I've earned it here. Let's move forward. The most profound effect, every central bank on earth begins to collapse because the global fiat system is a mirror of the U.S. model. If the U.S. dollar returns to gold, it exposes the fraud of every other currency. The European Central Bank, the Bank of England, etc., every single one of them would fall like dominoes, and the global debt-based monetary empire would implode. And in its place, a world of sovereign nations, sound money, and a people free from economic bondage. 7 seconds is all it would take to end the debt slave system, destroy the Federal Reserve, trigger the collapse of the central bank cartel, and return power to who? To you, to me, to we the people, as we are guaranteed in the Constitution of the United States. So I wrote, Lions, please help me get this message out there, and even possibly to President Trump. If this makes sense to you, what I said, if you think this is the solution of solutions, and it is, where's the solution, Greg? You do a lot of talking. That's all I mention is solutions, but this is it. This is the key to the system. You want to take it back? It's right here, 7 seconds. Trump, prove to me that you are a man and not a worm, and you don't serve the freaking system, the Babylon system. We could end Babylon in 7 seconds. Links in the description of this video. Link 1 to this. Copy and paste. Link 2. Send it off to the White House. Flood them with flood them with thousands, tens of thousands of the same thing. Let's see if we can open an eyeball here. It's your time, people. It's not my time, okay? It's your time. It's our time, okay, to do something. Now let's hear from Ronix here. He is no worm. He's nitromethane. Yeah, he got one thing done. Let's secure those borders, but let's enslave the world through a digital system. Let's foster more war that only 30% of the population even knows about. Let's come out with a spending bill, $1.32 trillion, and pack it with billions to foster more war. Sounds like nitromethane to you, Ronix? Dude, come off it. J. Ramen, thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Guys and girls, listen, am I like right here? Or am I like wrong here? I really got to hear from you guys. I've been broadcasting this for how freaking long. I promised you that I would get this out. 7 seconds. The greatest act of freedom in human history. We free the world. How many of you believe that Trump has the guts to do it? Me? No. He's a worm. He's malleable. He goes from teleprompter to teleprompter because he's nothing but a puppet. Me? Someone out here tried to puppetize me. Just try. Just get in my way for a nanosecond, and you will feel the wrath of what a lion is. Let me tell you something. I think I got this one down to a freaking science. All right, guys, listen. I don't know what else to say anymore. I really don't. I think we got this down. Look, I'm just gonna let you guys go right here and right now. Do you guys want to talk about anything here? You guys want to talk about this, or you think it's just all spelled out perfectly for you here? And I'm calling on every single one of you who consider yourselves a member of this pride here to do something. Take this piece of work. This is your wake-up call. This is your time to shine. Jonathan, thank you. Exactly. More than likely they won't. But you know what? Let your voice be heard. This is an act of faith. This is an act of determination. This is the stuff that sparks revolution, people. Here it is. I did the work for you. Now it's up to you. Again, link below, link 1 to this. Copy and paste it. Link 2, send it off to the White House by the thousands. Share this video, share this work. Because let me tell you something. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. Do you realize, look, let me say this, man. This channel here, we're growing, and we are growing big, and we're getting more powerful every single day. I am working my hardest to weed out the insignificant, those that don't want to be a part of this pride here. They're here to disrupt. They're here to deceive. I get them out of here every chance I could freaking get, and then some. I did the same thing with Biden. I'm doing the same thing now with these red hat freaks who don't have an idea, clue in the slice of actually what's really going on here. Because why? Because their faith is in the wrong place. They've been spiritually disenfranchised. They've been possessed by the same entity that has taken over Donald Trump and has taken over Elon Musk in this Baphomet suit and his upside down cross on it. Sound about right? Sound about right to you? Yeah, I think it sounds about right to me as well. Anyway, guys, listen. We're kind of out of here. I love you guys, and I really do wish we had more people. But you see the title of this video? They don't like it. There's too much truth here. That's why we're only getting 1,139 people here as I am speaking. We should have 2,000, 3,000. But that's where you come in. It doesn't end here. You guys and girls, all of you, more than likely, have a social network, even one that you use. Well, you know what? Weaponize it. Weaponize that social media outlet, no matter what it is. You're using X here, the Elon Musk Satanist platform. Good. Weaponize it against him too. Put it out there. Put it everywhere. Upside down. Shove it straight up there. You know what I'm talking about? Straight in there, deep and hard, just like they do to you and me every single day. Currency devaluation, calls for lower rates here, a massive destruction of the economy in the middle class, where we're being wiped out. Farmers that are soon going to be bailed out. Do you realize what's happening here? Do you see it yet? This whole thing is a scam here. Pressure the economy so they can bail entire industries out because they can't stop inflating. Again, every single policy right now, right out of the mouth of it creature, executive order after executive order, is all about making the Fed stronger, not weaker. Did the same thing last time. Greg, you're wrong. The Fed's going to end. I'm going to bet you money. You know how many people wanted to bet me money, sometimes large sums? I had one guy want to bet me $10,000 during Trump's last tenure that he would end the Fed by the end. Guess who lost that bet? Yeah. Layoffs, you know where layoffs are coming. They're already started. And it's going to rip right through the private sector. Oh, but the news ain't going to cover that. Just like they don't cover the war that we're in right now. You can't make this up. You can't make any of this stuff up. Yes, John Doe, you're right. They're going to throw other things out of other scamdemics and whatever they got to do, making sure we put face diapers on ourselves, keep us separated by 6 feet, make sure you're locked up inside your house as well. Sounds about right to you? Yeah, that's what they did last time. It's just a game and they're laughing at us. You're right. It's grotesque. All of it is. It's hideous. Where does all that hideousness come from? Does it come from God the Father, the light of the world, or does it come from the dark side? They tell you where they align themselves with. Tell me where I'm getting this wrong. Really, please, somebody here. Tell me where I'm getting this wrong. All right, look, like I said, please share this video. Get it out there. Share this, send it to the White House, and shove it right in their crack. Does that sound about right to you? I hope so. I really, really do. Love you guys with all I got. I mean this with all I got. It's time for us to get together. Ronix is saying bye to us. Ronix is leaving us. Ronix 446. See you, man. You see, the truth pushes away the evil, and you have obviously aligned yourself with the devil. And we, frankly, don't want you here either. When you turn around, I'll take you back willingly. But until that time, come on, man. Get with the freaking program. Let's all say bye to Ronix. Bye, Ronix. Mark, bye. Goodbye. I love everybody. You're all so great, man. I will see you guys in the morning. All right? We got this, people. It's our time. This is it. This is a weapon. This isn't a paper. This isn't a publication. This is a weapon, and it's in your hand right now. A peaceful weapon, okay? We don't want to overthrow by violence because that's not the right way. The right way to revolution is right here. This is how we start with pure, unadulterated truth. Sound about right? I think you'd agree with me on that one. See you in the morning.